Hello and welcome back. In this final method that we're going to create for the layer, we will be creating another method called set layer to object. So the objective is to basically assign a layer to a newly created line object. So let's get started. Let's just create a new method called set layer to object. You will use the same command method name. Okay, this time let's try to type again everything, so you can just code along with me. So the first thing is dim. We have to declare a variable for a document object as document equals, it's coming from the application dot document manager dot mdi active document. And let's create another variable for the database that should be derived from the document.database, and we create a transaction. I hope by now you're already very accustomed to the sequence of commands. Once you are very familiar with the steps, it would be easier for the next methods that we will be creating for the styles and line types. So now let us create another variable for the block table. It would be coming from the trans that get object. The block ID will be from the database block table ID, and the open mode for read dim btr as block table record. It would be equal to trans that get object. Our object ID is BT, and the block table record that model space, and open mode for write, as we are creating a new line object. Okay, so we need to create two points to start and end points for our line. So let me just call this as pt1 as point 3d. Let's just start from 0 0. Just copy this over and then change to point 2. Let's make this to 100 100, and then we create a new line object as line equals new line from point 1 to point 2, and that's it. Now that we have the line object here, all we need to do is create a layer. Assign a layer to the object. So ln.layer, let's say any layer from the existing object, cabinet 3 for example, and then all we need to do is append to the block table record our newly created line object, and add to the transaction. And of course, we need to commit the transaction and provide the user a message saying that a new line has been created, object was added, and assign a cabinetry layer. And that's all about it for our method. So we just created a new line object, and then we just assign the layer by typing this ln.layer, and that's all. Let us save our project and do a rebuild. Let me just close this AutoCAD first and open a new one. Okay, so if we check the layer, we have the cabinetry layer here. Let us load our plugin. So the line location is somewhere in this area. It's just from 00 to 100, so it should be drawn in this area here. So let us run the plugin or the method that we just created. Set layer to an object. There you go. Yep. See this line here? So it starts from 00 to 100 for X and 100 for Y. So as an assignment to you or a practice for you, you can just basically maybe add an if statement here to validate if the layer is existing or not. Then provide some validation or conditions and check the results. So that's about it for creating an object and assigning the layer to an object. In the next videos, we will be exploring the line types. So I'll see you there.